Miss Adventure here. Today I'm doing one of my Storytime Sundays, which is where I read one of my Learning League adventures, or I offer up a library book that you can check out from your local library that discusses some of these important topics that I discuss. But today I'm actually going to be reading The Case of the Absent Abolitionist, which is my freebie reading mystery. There's also a math freebie, which is the mystery of the oil spill. The way these booklets work is if you do one of the tracks that involves paper, I offer 3 tracks. One is completely digitally, and 2 of them do involve this booklet. And the way this booklet works is their kids are going to read the story. They will have clues to solve and pages with plenty of workspace to do so. And by the end, they will have which abolitionist this mystery is searching for. So let's go ahead and read the story together. The Case of the Absent Abolitionist. The Learning League had a special after-school assignment. This evening, their city council was having its monthly meeting, and they were going to write an article about it for the school newspaper. They were just about to take a seat when a familiar figure standing in the corner came out of the shadows, the history hacker. "Hey, hacker," called DeAndre, "what brings you to the city council?" The hacker rolled his eyes and sighed, saying, "You would not believe how many times I have complained to these people about the pothole in the road near my house, and they've done nothing to fix it." Then an idea seemed to cross the hacker's face. That documentary I just watched may come in handy. It was about the abolitionists who helped free the slaves in America. Carmen looked puzzled. "What do the people who fought to end slavery have to do with your pothole?" "They were problem solvers," replied the hacker. "They took their problem of slavery and abolished it. They completely got rid of it. And they could get rid of my problem, pothole, in the same way if I used my time machine to bring one of them home with me." "Actually, hacker, the problems of slavery were not solved just like that when slavery ended," stated Amar. "Sometimes people say that racism ended when the slaves were set free, but that is not true. Also, if you use your time machine to bring an abolitionist to the present, slavery may end later than it did," warned Becca, furrowing her eyebrows. "You cannot take that risk." The hacker glared at her and snarled, "My problem, pothole, is the most important problem to me right now, and I will change whatever history I like to get what I want." He ran to the door. "The only way you could ever stop me is to figure out which abolitionist I'm kidnapping, which you will never do." He cackled loudly, and then he was gone. Time for your class to help the Learning League discover which abolitionist the history hacker is kidnapping from their time. So, if you do one of the paper tracks, you will have this booklet, you will read from it, and your students will work through it. They will go to any of these 5 posters and either solve task cards if you want a completely digital experience, or if you do the technology way, they can also have the corresponding QR codes that go with each poster. These QR codes will take them to the reading problems they need to solve to complete this mystery. So, please check out The Case of the Absent Abolitionist. I think this is an important thing that we need to be discussing in our schools, talking about slavery and how racism has not ended, even though slavery is over, and the work of these important abolitionists and why that's so central to our country and where we are today. So, thank you so much for joining me this Storytime Sunday. I hope to see you next week. Have a great week, and remember, adventure awaits.